एवरीवन अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आई होप सब ठीक हों, सब फिट हों, um, सबके रोज़े अच्छे जा रहे हों एंड यू गाइस आर एट होम taking care of yourselves and your families. So today I will be talking to you guys about cultural communication. It's something that we did not discuss in class that I will be teaching to you guys, but um, I thought of teaching this interesting side of communication as well, जिसमें हम बात करेंगे कि आप डिफरेंट कल्चर के लोगों के साथ कैसे इंटरेक्ट कर सकते हैं एंड व्हाट आर द बेसिक्स दैट यू नीड टू नो व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट पीपल हु बिलोंग फ्रॉम डिफरेंट बैकग्राउंड्स। ठीक है, बट बिफोर वी डाइवर्ज इनटू दैट, छोटा सा रिकैप दे रही हूँ मैं पुराने चैप्टर्स का, टॉकिंग अबाउट सम बेसिक कम्युनिकेशन एस्पेक्ट्स और all of that. So communication enables us to express affiliation. Affiliation is the effect or feelings you have for others, emotions. It can be expressed in many ways, both verbal and non-verbal. If you go to our previous slides, we've talked about both types of communication. Verbal क्या होती है, non-verbal क्या होती है. If you see that this lady who's throwing water at a man's face, you can obviously tell that she's angry at him. ठीक है, it's non-verbal. ठीक है, जो एक्शन आप कर रहे होते हो जिसमें आप कुछ भी नहीं बोल रहे, दैट इज़ नॉन वर्बल. ऑफ कोर्स यू डोंट थ्रो water at a person's face because you just feel too happy about it. It's usually something that people do in anger. Now this child who's hugging a dog does not understand the way we speak, but he does understand our non-verbal communication, which is the actions that we do. So that child who's hugging the dog is expressing his love non-verbally. We also communicate to achieve goals. We need communication to accomplish particular objects. It could be goal-oriented, it could be task-oriented communication, but both can be direct or indirect. Direct communication and indirect communication is also something that we've studied already, but you need communication to achieve your goals. Okay? If you're not demonstrating your goals or your targets to your team members correctly, वो कैसे अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे कि KPIs क्या है, या वो कैसे अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे उन्होंने काम क्या करना है. As long as you're communicating to them properly, only then you can be successful towards achieving your goals. You also get to influence others by the way you communicate. You get to control them, the organization or the group members, and you of course influence them as well. Communication is important with respect to when it comes to controlling employees under you, people around you, the organization that you're trying to run, so on and so forth. If you're not communicating properly, people would be lost. ठीक है, आधे कहीं जा रहे होंगे, आधे कहीं जा रहे होंगे. That would mean you do not have any control over your employees, over your organization, and it would be extremely distorted. So now we will be talking about communication and culture. थोड़ा सा इस पे आज मैं कवर करूँगी, बाकी in the next slide I'll talk about that. So basically हमें अंडरस्टैंड करना है कि हर कल्चर में डिफरेंट तरीके से कम्युनिकेशन यूज़ की जाती है, कम्युनिकेशन अप्लाई की जाती है. उनके अपने नॉर्म्स होते हैं, उनके अपने एथिक्स होते हैं कम्युनिकेट करने के. फॉर एग्जांपल, this person that you see in front of you is probably, I'm assuming, somebody from a, I wouldn't say Chinese or Japanese sort of society, I would say South Asian, and the woman in front of him is from a Western society, for example. So the guy here bows down, the woman extends her hand. Now we know that Western cultures it's common for men and women to shake their hands, but when it comes to South Asian cultures such as Pakistan, men do not shake hands with women unless or until they know them. Even if they know them, they still don't shake hands in public, right? With cultures you need to understand कि जब आप किसी की दूसरे के कल्चर में जा रहे होते हैं या चले गए होते हैं या रह रहे होते हैं, you need to communicate in the way that they communicate. जैसे कि if I take example of countries which are very which consider their culture very important, one China, two Germany. If you know anybody who's studying in Germany, you would know for a fact कि वहाँ पे जब आप जाने लगते हैं, वहाँ पे जब जा रहे होते हैं, या वहाँ पे अगर कोई रह रहा है, उनके लिए जर्मन ज़बान सीखना बहुत ज़रूरी है, बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, ठीक है, because they're very oriented when it comes to their cultures. They value their cultures more than any other culture. So if you're going to go to their country, you need to be sure that you know some basics about their culture, including the basics of their language. When you're meeting somebody from China, they would want you to greet them in a manner that they greeted. ठीक है, जैसे कि ये बंदा जो bow down कर रहा है, Chinese greet in that way as well. Now, another example of endorsing your culture is that when Imran Khan he goes to any international conference, or when he's visiting Donald Trump, for example, which he did in the past few months, he wore shalwar kameez. That was him endorsing his culture, valuing his culture, and Pakistanis love that because we are a very culture oriented society, and we felt proud when we saw our Prime Minister going to a Western country while wearing the national dress of Pakistan. So, but but you have to keep in mind that somebody who's in a powerful position such as Imran Khan, only he can do such a thing कि वो एक international conference पे जा रहा हो और वो शलवार कमीज पहन के गया हो. If you're somebody who's not as powerful as Imran Khan, who's just an ordinary person who participates in an international conference while wearing shalwar kameez, that could be counterproductive. That could not go in your favor. You would have to, it would in fact look bad. जब आप as a casual इंसान किसी दूसरे के culture में जा रहे होते हैं, it is appreciated that you um, endorse their culture. You amalgamate in their culture. ठीक है? Another example, the guy, let's start from left to right. What do I do now? He's shaking his hand. When is he going to take my card? The other guy is offering his card first, but the guy on the left wants to shake his hand first. Moving on to the woman, he seems a bit unfriendly. The man says, whoa, personal space invasion. I'm next. What should I do? She wants to meet him, hug him. He doesn't like that. And if you can see, upar it says international arrival, and by their color skin, by their facial expressions, by their facial attributes, you can see all of these people belong from different backgrounds. The guy who is doing that namaste pose, he doesn't know if he should hug or if he should shake his or her hand. What should he do? यहाँ पे एक क्लियर आपके सामने इमेज बनी हुई है कि there is a lot of disorientation with respect to the way you should greet people who belong to different cultural backgrounds. What basically is culture? अब हमें पता है जब हम अपने कल्चर की बात करते हैं, so that would be, you know, um, sorry, जब हम अपने कल्चर की बात करते हैं, जैसे आपके सामने इमेज बनी हुई है, there are a lot of women in front of you and they're all dressed in a different attire. There's this one woman in a sari, there's this one woman in lehenga, there's the woman on the um, second to left is in her Chinese, I think it's called kudomo, I'm not sure, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but but you can see that everybody here belongs to, even the male characters, one is dressed in a Punjabi sort of attire. They're all from different cultural backgrounds. So, culture is a learned system of thought and behavior that belongs to and typifies a relatively large group of people. It is the composite of their shared beliefs, values, and practices. अब मैं आपको बहुत मज़े की अपनी ऑब्जर्वेशन बताती हूँ. When I was studying in FC, I had friends from different religious backgrounds, cultural backgrounds, and intersect backgrounds, सारा कुछ. बट जब फ्राइडे होता था आई यूजुअली ऑब्जर्व दैट रिगार्डलेस ऑफ व्हाट द कल्चर और इंटरसेक्ट और रिलीजन और their कल्चरल बैकग्राउंड इज़, ठीक है, चाहे चाहे वो खैबर पख्तूनख्वा से हो या वो पिंडी भटिया से हो, चाहे वो क्रिश्चियन हो चाहे वो मुस्लिम हो, they liked wearing shalwar kameez on Friday. I'm talking about men in particular. They liked wearing shalwar kameez, and even if they uploaded pictures on social media, they would write the caption Juma. ठीक है? So despite what their background is, despite what their belief system is with respect to their personal choices such as the religion, when it comes to shared belief as a Pakistani, ठीक है, they like to practice what is practiced in the society in general. सही है. On Eid we wear shalwar kameez because that's our cultural belief कि हमने शलवार कमीज पहननी है. ठीक है. During Ramzan, if we go out, even if we are not fasting, we do not eat because that's our cultural value. That is our practice. We've always been told that even if you're not fasting, don't go outside and eat in front of people. Be it if you're a Muslim, be it if you're a non-Muslim, you just have it in your mind that I do not need to eat when when people around me are observing Ramzan. However, if you go to a country which is not a Muslim country, people may not follow this particular protocol because that's not a part of their culture. ठीक है. If you may tell them and उनका दिल करे कि आपका थोड़ा सा लिहाज कर लें, कुछ कर लें, that is a separate thing. But in general, they wouldn't observe that sort of empathy which you would find in a Muslim country. ठीक है. सेम गोज़ फॉर व्हेन पूरी दुनिया में अगर क्रिसमस टाइप की हॉलीडेज चल रही होती हैं तो पाकिस्तान में उस टाइम में नहीं चलेंगी बिकॉज दैट इज़ नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ आवर कल्चर इन जनरल अगर हम बात करें. सो बेसिकली that's what culture is. Now the next point is how do we learn culture? We learn culture through communication and we express culture through communication as well. जब हम छोटे होते हैं we see that we don't know what Ramzan is, we know what Ramzan is but हमें उसकी essence उस तरह की नहीं पता होता. We know what Eid is, we see Eid as a celebration. ठीक है, we go out on Chand Raat, we are young, we are small, we are children. ठीक है, we go out on Chand Raat, we get mehndi, we get churiyan, we get new clothes, our parents get us new clothes, we're wearing shalwar kameez. ठीक है, we get new shalwar kameez, sorry, we get new earrings, all of that. We're learning the culture through it's being communicated to us by our parents. And then we express that culture by dressing up that way, by telling our friends that we got new clothes जब हम छोटे होते हैं. ठीक है. Same applies in the example of, let's say, Ramzan. I'm using these examples because obviously अभी Ramzan चल रहा है, Eid आने वाली है, so all of that. ठीक है. So then we express this communication by dressing up, following the Eid protocol, which is to get new clothes, fancy clothes, to wear mehndi, to wear bangles, to dress up, to put up pictures on social media, to use the right hashtags and all of that. So we're expressing our culture by doing different things. We're doing it formally. We're doing it in a presentable manner. So that's how you learn about culture, through communication. And that's how you express culture, through communication as well. I hope it's all clear. Intercultural communication. Why does it matter? Communication between people from different cultures who have different world views is known as intercultural communication. And why is it important? Okay, now let's just leave this to the next slide, which will next time that I will be uploading lectures, which would be on Sunday. Why is intercultural communication important? आज के लिए इतना ही. You guys take care and pray for each other, pray for in these last few days, and let's hope we get to see each other soon. I will be sending more slides on Sunday though. Till then, take care and I won't see you, but चलें okay. कोई नहीं miss करें. Allah Hafiz guys.